There you go.
Now it is?
Yes!
Yay!
Got
Hi,
it.
guys. Now just to get it to pop up. Oh, there it is.
Hey, Jace. Take over.
He came to take over.
Does it go by?
All right.
Oh, I turned that down so we can leave the door open for air.
The rice cooker did not work.
Did it? Oh, okay.
Just broken.
No, we just bought it yesterday.
I don't know, honestly. I hope it isn't.
Morning, everyone, by the way.
Ready when you are.
Thank you, Sarah, on the spot. Other duties as needed. All right.
Ready?
Yep. Welcome to Today in Yuma. I'm Jennifer Blackwell.
And I'm Teresa Straub.
We are here live on Z93, Outlaw Country, MonsterMediaYuma.com, and the FTS Automotive Facebook live feed. It is Wednesday, and we have a lot of stuff coming up today.
We sure do. Of course, we have the always wonderful Sarah Wisdom with the Yuma County Library. She's here to talk all of the fun stuff going on at our local libraries. And then we have the Humane Society of Yuma coming in as well.
That's right. They're going to talk about their Bring Me Home campaign. We've been mentioning quite a bit that the Independence Day holiday will be next Wednesday, and it's a very, very terrifying time for pets. So Lana is going, I think it's Lana, she's going to be sharing some information about a special campaign they have right now. And then we have a third guest for this hour. We will have Kenrick Escalanti coming in to talk about Invest in Ed. They have a Rock for Educators event coming up tomorrow, I think, the 28th, right?
Yes, tomorrow is the 28th.
All right.
You're putting me on the spot trying to remember days. I know Monday was the 25th, so I think we're good.
My show notes are dated correctly, so I'm good today.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it's the 27th. All right, well, let's start right off the bat with some of our birthdays today.
All right.
Our Firehouse Subs birthdays are brought to you by the Firehouse Subs and Firehouse Public Safety Foundation, saving lives through donation grants. And since the foundation started, it has granted over $35 million to provide equipment, training, and support for hometown heroes. And many of ours here right in the Yuma community have been the recipients of some of these amazing pieces of gear that have been donated.
They sure have.
And if it's your birthday or you would like to share a family member or friend's birthday with us, it's really easy to do so.
Yes, all you need to do is go to MonsterMediaYuma.com, click on the Today in Yuma tab, and if you scroll down just a little bit, you will see the Firehouse Sub logo with the Celebrate banner, and then all you need to do is fill out that little entry form, and once you fill it out, it goes directly to my inbox, and we'll make sure to get it on the show. Make sure you put the actual date of the birthday and give us 24 hours notice.
That's right. And we are going to be taking a show vacation next week. We'll be in and out throughout the week, but just our entire team won't all be here at the same time.
That's right.
But we are still going to be sharing those birthdays on our social media. So please get them into us, and we'll do another drawing when we get back next week. So the birthdays for the 2nd through the 8th will be included in a drawing also. You will not be excluded.
No, you will not.
Just because we are not here. Well, today's birthdays go out to Rebecca Bacon.
Oh, happy birthday, Rebecca.
Also, Stephanie Encinas is celebrating today with Tom Cordes, Ginger Rolfs, Kelly Hunt, Andre Salcido, and my father-in-law, that's why I always remember the state, my father-in-law, Wayne Blackwell, would have turned 79 today.
Aw, happy birthday.
And if you are celebrating a birthday today, we want to wish you the happiest of birthdays.
Yes, definitely.
All right, a few national days. Oh, first, we want to remind people, Amberley's Place. They are going to be outside at Sam's Club today.
This is your last chance before the drawing's tomorrow, correct?
The drawing's tomorrow, and I think they are selling tickets at the Amberley's thrift store tomorrow. But that is your last chance. You can buy them online, but you won't have the actual ticket in your hand.
Exactly.
But you can still go to, I think it's amberleysplace.com.
Correct.
And they have a link there where you can make your purchase. It's really easy to do so. And each ticket is $10, and you are entered into a random drawing for 10 phenomenal prizes. Let's remind our listeners and viewers what those are.
Of course. The Week in Paradise 10 prizes are, grand prize, of course, is that Hawaiian getaway, Disneyland trip. And this is a 4-day, 3-night stay, and it has a park hopper, so you have a chance to go to California Adventure as well. The Deep Sea Excursion in San Diego, Knott's Berry Farm, SeaWorld, Las Vegas Getaway. There's also an Arizona Cardinals package, and you get to pick which game you want to go to. The Weekend Getaway, the Adventure Date right here in Yuma, and Z Fun for everyone. And, like Jennifer said, this is a chance for you to give back to a really great organization in the Yuma area, and all the money that is raised from this Week in Paradise stays right here in Yuma. They will be at Sam's Club all the rest of the day today.
And I see Trevor's watching. So, Trevor, let us know, can they purchase tickets at the thrift store even tomorrow?
Yeah.
And if so, up until what time?
And then tomorrow is the actual drawing date, and they have 400 seats at the Harkins Theater. They'll be watching a screening of Incredible 2, and it's first come, first serve. And there's also little raffles that they do there on site as well.
They have lots and lots of door prizes. So
lots of chances to win.
And Trevor did say that the minimum value on all the door prizes is $25 each.
Exactly.
So come on down, and again, it is for a good cause, and we just want everyone to show up and have a good time. Now, it's going to be warm tomorrow, so if you are out in that line, because I know people do try and show up early because they hope to sell 5,000 tickets, but the theater seats 409-ish, according to Trevor. But we want to make sure that if you are out there in that heat, that you stay hydrated, wear a hat, and sunscreen too.
Sounds good.
All right, today is National Ice Cream Cake Day.
Ooh.
It's difficult to track the origins of this date because many different organizations, yes, you have to be present to win the door prizes, I believe.
Oh.
I think that's the case.
Yeah.
Again. Trevor commented. Yeah. He said they're at Sam's until 8 p.m. tonight, and you can also buy online until noon tomorrow. They will have those tickets at will call at the lobby of Harkins, and you can also buy all day today and tomorrow at their thrift store, 9 a.m. until 5 p.m. both days.
Tiffany wants to know if they have to be present to win door prizes.
And you do not have to be present.
Awesome.
Trevor updated that, so
thank you.
You do not have to be present to win door prizes, yes.
Okay, cool.
But door prizes, okay, wait. See, all right, this is the final answer. For door prizes, you must be present to win. For the big ticket items,
you do not have
not have to be present to win.
Okay, I get it.
Now that we've made that clear as mud. I think we have cleared that up for sure. Okay, again, National Ice Cream Cake Day.
Yum.
We did not celebrate our chocolate pudding day yesterday.
No, we got a little busy yesterday.
Yeah,
we weren't able to do it.
We got sidetracked.
This is definitely one I'm down to celebrate.
Well, we know. Do you have a favorite ice cream cake?
To be honest, my favorite ice cream cakes are from Dairy Queen.
Really?
They have, they're very simple. I mean, you could get the blizzard cakes and things, but I like the traditional. It's got the little cookie on the bottom and then a layer of chocolate and then a little bit more cookie and then vanilla, and they use a whipped cream topping. I like whipped cream. So I like their basic ice cream cake.
Now, does Carvel's do an ice cream cake? They sell them frozen in the stores here, but I think they actually have chains, probably more popular in the South than here.
I have no idea.
A lot of people always start making comments about some of the we're going to get to that. Patience, grasshopper. People start talking about, I think Fudgy Wudgy is one of the ice cream cakes that they have through Carvel's.
Never heard of it.
We're just deprived here, I
guess I am, because that sounds pretty good to me.
It's also National Orange Blossom Day.
Oh, I love orange blossoms.
We are blessed in the Yuma community, or cursed. Now, it smells beautiful.
We love and hate them at the same time.
If you have allergies, they can be a pretty big pest.
Yes, definitely.
And we have a courtyard with 5 different citrus trees. Mm-hmm. And while, again, during that certain time of year when they are blossoming, it's just heavenly out there.
It is. It's heavenly to smell, but not for our allergies, like you said.
All right, today is also National PTSD Awareness Day, and it's observed annually on June 27th. It's a day to recognize the effects post-traumatic stress has on the lives of those affected by it. Mm-hmm. And we actually made mention of this yesterday when talking about the fireworks.
Yeah.
And we have a lot of veterans in our community and other individuals too. And the fireworks, they generally try to, if they don't go to an organized event, I think they try and they know how to moderate themselves with what might be more of a difficult situation for them. But when you're in your home and they're going off constantly for hours on end, it's not a good thing. And I'm glad that people started bringing up last year, because we always talk about the pets.
Yeah.
It can be very scary for pets, the loud noises and the vibrations that some of the larger fireworks can result in. But the veterans, it's a very, very difficult time for them. So please keep that in mind. And PTSD has a profound effect on the lives of those who suffer from it. And the stats alone are staggering, but can only tell a portion of the story. The trauma and anxiety associated with PTSD is a constant burden. And now we're hearing more about individuals that are experiencing this as a result of other events, not necessarily, just war-related or combat-related effects. The people that have lived through catastrophic events or violent crime, rape, situations like that. So it's very important, and I'm glad to see that more time and research is going into this to try and make things a little bit easier on some of those individuals.
Most definitely.
Well, I see you forgot yours. It's National Sunglasses Day.
I did not forget mine. They're on my desk.
We don't wear them in the studio.
We don't wear them in the studio, but I wear mine every single day.
That's what Trevor was pointing out. It's National Sunglasses Day. It's on my list.
They're important, especially here in the Yuma area. Well, I mean, they're important anyways, but a lot of people forget to protect their eyes when they're going to be in the sun for long periods of time. The sun can be very damaging to our eyes.
It can be.
And I know that, like, since I wear contacts, I find my eyes are more sensitive to the sunlight. So when I forget mine, oh boy, do I make sure that I go back home and go get them. That's definitely something I don't leave home without.
I never, until a few years ago, I never really wore sunglasses. And I wear prescription glasses, and I went ahead and switched last year to prescription sunglasses too, and find now that I have done so, my eyes are more sensitive. So you get out and you are exposed to that. We talk about hydrating to take care of our skin and sunscreen, but our eyes are so very important.
They are. They definitely are.
All right. And it's also National Parchment Day.
Okay.
And it's the stuff you use to cook with.
Yeah.
It's important.
It is important, and it's funny because a lot of people don't realize how awesome it really is.
It is. If you don't want something to stick, it's easy to work with.
You can use
cleanup.
it. Yeah, easy cleanup, and you can use it for pretty much anything.
Comes in super duper handy.
Definitely does.
Del Taco is stirring things up with even better service and new products from the Fresh Mexican Grill. Come and see what's new, like the new chicken quesadilla snacker. I grabbed one last night.
And
it was my little treat for myself. Really good.
Was it?
It was very good. And it's a new chicken quesadilla snacker loaded with fresh grilled chicken and hand-grated cheese for just $1 only at Del Taco. Price and participation may vary.
I'm going to have to go try it.
Definitely worth it. And it's $1. So
hey, can't beat that.
Yeah. All right, it's Today in Yuma. We're going to go ahead and take our first break so we can come back with Sarah Wisdom for Wisdom Wednesday from the Yuma County Library District. The show is brought to you by Classic Accounting. They have 30 years of experience and knowledge, and you can trust Classic Accounting with your business, payroll, and monthly bookkeeping needs. Call 343-1040.
And Sprague Sports. Check out the Sprague's difference. Buy, sell, trade, or consign firearms with free expert appraisals. Sprague's offers local price matching and a lifetime warranty. You can find them on 32nd Street next to Lowe's.
And if your air system has to work harder due to the clogged filter, it may lead to premature wearing down of different components. Don't forget to regularly swap your air filters. Quick Refrigeration. Visit getcoldquick.com.
And our friends over at Advocate Pest and Wildlife Specialists. They are locally owned and have been providing pest control services in the Yuma area for over 20 years. They are licensed with the Arizona Game and Fish Department for safe, humane wildlife relocation. You can give them a call today at 928-343-9149. Better yet, go like them on Facebook. You know what? Every once in a while, they post some sporadic giveaways. They had one last night you might have missed out on. So go like Advocate Pest and Wildlife.
I love their social media. It's fun, too.
It is very fun.
And fun. It's Today in Yuma on Z93, Outlaw Country, MonsterMediaYuma.com, and the FTS Automotive Facebook Live feed. We'll be back.
Try putting them on the hold thing.
All right.
Hi, Destiny.
All right. You want to do a phone-in contest? Hi, how are you doing? Good. We weren't exactly sure if on the calendar they did right.
All right.
All right.
Hi, David. Trevor says, in Arizona, sunglasses are like air. You can't live without them.
Agreed.
My eyes are so sensitive to the sun.
Okay. Sneak peek Facebook. Friday, July 6th, Diamondback tickets. We're going to take a caller after the break, and that number is 343-0993.
Don't call yet,
Don't call yet.
but get ready.
Eli having a fun summer so far.
He is. We've been doing BMX.
Ooh,
BMX
cool.
racing, and he absolutely loves it, which is good. I mean, we grew up at the BMX track. My dad raced when he was younger, then my brother did and stuff. So now to see him get out there, and he's really doing a good job. He loves riding his bike and stuff. And my brother for Christmas they got him a little trick bike that he uses around. So it was natural that he kind of went towards BMXing, and he raced, like, he's done 3 races. The first race, it was just like an expedition type races and stuff, and then the first time he raced, he got second place, and then this last time he raced, he got first place. So he was super excited. It's really cool to see him, because everybody's like, oh, he's a natural, but really
very cool.
Because Eli's been if it's not a skateboard, it's on a bike or a scooter.
I remember you saying that.
He's always been really athletic.
He's in motion.
He is definitely in motion. It's not going to stay like that unless you put a doorstop.
I know, we need like a little stopper. All right, I'll close it while she takes the caller.
Okay. So yeah, he's been having a good time.
Oh.
Glad. We try our best.
There wasn't anything last night, was there?
No.
So what did the rice cooker do? Or just nothing?
Very little. Like, it just, there's...
Well, I was afraid to use my rice cooker the first time because I didn't know how to do it. But it's really super easy.
Well, yeah, the thing says, add rice, add water, press the button. I pressed the button. 25 minutes later, there was still rice and water in the thing
Is it plugged
instead of,
in?
like, cook. Yes.
So one of the outlets that has a switch that's controlled by another switch?
Well, it's on. I mean, the thing's glowing. Like, it's
Okay,
got
yeah, it's
power.
on. That's power.
Yeah.
Tower.
We still have the other one.
What was that one Tim's mom gave us? I don't know.
Yeah, we still have that.
But, I mean...
Tried and true.
This,
Yuki made lots of rice in that thing.
I believe Yuki ate a lot of rice.
All right, ready?
Yep. Welcome back to Today in Yuma. I'm Jennifer.
And I'm Teresa.
And I'm Sarah for Wisdom Wednesday.
That's right. Sarah is joining us from the Yuma County Library District. But wait, there's more.
Is there? Is there more?
Yes, we have a chance right now for one lucky winner to win a 4-pack of tickets to catch the Arizona Diamondbacks game next Friday.
Woohoo!
Friday the 6th. And it's a Chase Field. It's a 4-pack of tickets valued at $120.
Who are they playing?
I don't remember. Hang on.
I didn't mean to stump you. I'm sorry.
No, I know. I have my schedule. I moved my schedule. See, I try to get organized with these binders.
And then we can't find
yes,
anything.
when I try and organize, it's the same thing at home. I can't find anything. All right, Friday's game will be against Padres at 6:40 p.m. That's Friday the 6th. All you need to do right now, be the 4th caller at 343-0993. Destiny is running the phone lines right now. Caller number 4. You have to be at least 18 to win. For complete rules, visit monstermediayuma.com. Click on the contest page. Again, a 4-pack of D-backs tickets valued at $120. Caller 4, good luck. I hear it ringing now.
I do. Kathy says, hi, Jason, Destiny.
Support staff.
Yes.
Yes. All righty. Now, Sarah Wisdom is here from the library, and you have brought some information about all these great summer reading events.
Yes, that's right. We have an old favorite in town this week. The Balloon Cowboy is visiting for summer reading. He kicked off his tour of the Yuma County Libraries yesterday at our Dateland and Welton libraries. Today he'll be at our Heritage Library at 10:30 a.m. He'll be at the Main Library at 2 p.m. Now, tomorrow he'll be at Maine again at 11 a.m. That's how popular he is. We had to book him for 2 shows at Maine. He'll also visit Somerton, San Luis, Foothills, and Roll. That's happening today, tomorrow, and Friday. The complete schedule of events is on our website, yumalibrary.org. There's no charge to attend, and he's really entertaining for the whole family.
Well,
and
so you told us a few weeks ago how involved it is. He is inside the balloon.
Yes, he is.
I didn't realize. I thought he was making balloon animals and giant balloon things. I didn't realize
and he
that.
does, but he also, yes, he has a trick called the human balloon.
How does he fill that thing up?
I don't know. I've never had the opportunity to sit through a show. I'm always working when he's there. So I'm going to have to sneak down to, there's 2 opportunities to catch him at Maine this
and
year.
I'm glad that there's 2 opportunities, because even when Jen and I did the field trip last year for the reptiles, it gets really full really quickly.
It does.
So I'm glad that there's a couple opportunities, and I'm glad Jen gave our Facebook Live viewers a little peek at what we were talking about as far as a balloon. But he gets inside of a balloon, and it's pretty cool looking. So
yes,
it's nice to know that he also does balloon animals and things.
He
So
does, and he does balloon costumes. Really, he
Oh,
makes
cool.
hats and outfits, and it's very interactive. He gets a lot of kids from the audience involved and does skits with them and makes them outfits for the skits out of balloons.
Oh,
It's
cool.
just really a good time.
You know what? I like all of the creativity that is coming in for this, because I think it's inspiring people to realize, you know what? A lot of people think traditional career path. I have to do this or this or this. This is expected. If you want to be a balloon cowboy,
You do it.
You know?
if you want to do reptile adventures, you do that too.
Right on.
There's something for everyone
That's
out there.
right. You have to be creative sometimes.
Yes, definitely.
Congratulations to Brian Davis. He is heading to the Diamondbacks game versus the Padres next Friday.
Awesome. Congratulations.
Now, I'm just going to interject this in the middle because Sarah's cool like that. We have another Diamondback ticket giveaway. These are for the 4th of July tickets, which are pretty darn popular. And those are valued at $50 a piece. And all you need to do to enter that, by 7 a.m. tomorrow, text the keyword DBACS, D-B-A-C-K-S. Text that to us at 928-343-0993. You can text that as often as you like, but please text responsibly and understand that standard text rates do apply. And what do they need to make sure to leave off of the text?
No emojis, no signatures. Although we like to see all those things, unfortunately, when you're entering the contest, it doesn't recognize it when you have all those extra things on there. So definitely, again, go to or text the word DBACS to 928-343-0993, and you can text as many times as you want.
And for this game, it's D-backs and Cardinals at 7:10 p.m. on 4th of July, so you know they're going to have a lot of great stuff and
Yes.
fireworks display going on.
Sounds
All right,
good.
back to our library activities.
Well, as you know, as we've talked about, the theme for summer reading this year is Libraries Rock. And so we've brought in all kinds of music-themed activities and events and programs. And the San Luis Library has a special concert happening tomorrow night at 7 p.m. They have local musician Jose Ramos coming to play the saxophone.
Oh, awesome.
Yes, we have had a lot of guitar players. We've had some piano players come to the library, but I don't know that we've ever had a saxophone player. So it's a great opportunity to expose your kids to some saxophone music and sort of get a feel for what that is. And again, you know, we're talking about career paths. Maybe somebody will be really inspired by this and, you know, get to band in a couple of years at school and say, hey, I'm going to try out the saxophone. It's a great instrument, really fun to listen to. So again, that's happening at the San Luis Library at 7 p.m. tomorrow.
Now, where do you get one of those giant keyboards that you walk on? 'Cause
I know.
I see the graphic here, and it's teasing us. It reminds me
is.
of, was it Big?
Big,
With
yeah,
Tom Hanks?
with Tom Hanks, where he's playing chopsticks
Yeah, it was
and jumping
chopstick,
around. Yes. Yes, we have one. This is also taking place at our San Luis Library on Saturday, June 30th. We're inviting kids of all ages. We're calling it Step Into Music at 3 p.m. We have, I believe, 2 interactive floor pianos that are, yes, if you've seen the movie Big with Tom Hanks, just like that. If you can play, if your legs are long enough to play chopsticks, that's awesome. Mine are not. I'd be jumping all over the place, but more power to you.
It's long enough, and you just have to have some kind of rhythm to make it happen.
That's true. Yeah, yeah. So we'll have those. We'll also have Dance Dance Revolution set up for the big screen in the library. So we're getting our kids active during the summer months.
Getting them moving around.
That's right. So they can work off some of that cabin fever that builds up when it gets so hot. So they will have the interactive floor pianos and the Dance Dance Revolution going on. That's happening at the San Luis Library at 3 p.m. on Saturday.
Sounds good. I love that it's all music related right now.
It's been a fun theme to work with.
I bet. So definitely take advantage of all of these awesome things. Find information online.
Yes, you can visit us online at yumalibrary.org. We're also active on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest, and probably several others that I don't even know about yet.
Because you did mention the warmer weather, I'm going to put a quarter in for you anyway.
Well, thank you.
But that's where the library is a great place to hang out during the summer. Not only are you enjoying reading, they also have access to computers.
Cold.
Yes, it's very cold at the various branches. We certainly like that. It's kind of a great reprieve from the heat. Now, Independence Day is coming up next Wednesday. What kind of closures are we expecting?
Yes, that's right. All of our library branches will be closed on Wednesday, July 4th for Independence Day. Everybody will reopen at the regular time on Thursday. So we'll just be closed that one day in the middle of the week.
Perfect. Yeah. But don't forget, it's one day, but you also have access to all of their e-resources if you have a library card.
Yes, that's right. We have several services that offer e-books, e-audiobooks. We have streaming movies and music, all kinds of good stuff on our website, yumalibrary.org.
And they're also involved in the summer food program.
Yes, we are. Several of our libraries. We have the Yuma Union High School District serving lunch at the Main Library and San Luis Library. The Antelope High School is serving lunch at our Welton Library and our Dateland Library this year. So there's a couple opportunities to take advantage of the different feeding programs around the county.
You can definitely go and spend quite a few hours there, which is nice, because there is different activities. You can go and enjoy lunch, do some reading, maybe soak in some of those awesome shows that you guys have, and then have a snack, because they have a snack there right after.
Yes.
And then, so you can spend most of the afternoon getting those kids out of the house and doing something that's going to help them as far as reading and things like that.
And I recommend taking the kids to the various branches. Maybe you live closer to Maine or Heritage or the Foothills. Kind of get them out of that same routine a little bit and try a different branch. I love the kids area, both at Heritage. It's fun. And the Maine is just a blast. I love how that's kind of blossomed since the inception years ago. But it's still a lot of fun, and it's a different little field trip.
The kids area at the Heritage Library is very nostalgic, because I remember that was the library that we had growing up, and I remember going down the stairs, and getting down there and seeing. But now when you go down there, it doesn't seem as big as it did when I was younger.
In your child's mind.
Exactly, but it's still really awesome.
But what I love about the one at Maine is there's the big cave area.
Yeah.
That'd be perfect to crawl in and take a nap.
Yes,
And hibernate on my lunch hour.
There you go.
They need one of those in the adult or the teen section too, though. Because
hibernation.
I want to be napping in the children's cave. All right, it is Today in Yuma. Our guest Sarah Wisdom is here from the Yuma County Library District. You can visit their website for all the details about summer reading and find out their hours and locations and other programs. That website is yumalibrary.org.
You got it.
All right, it's Today in Yuma. It's time to take our Lotus Day Spa and Salon selfie with Sarah out in the courtyard. We will be back with Lana Shapiro from the Humane Society of Yuma next, talking about bringing the pets home. It's a special thing that they have going on with the Independence Day holiday coming up. The show's brought to you by Classic Accounting. They have over 30 years of experience and knowledge. Hi, Dave. You can trust Classic Accounting with your business payroll and monthly bookkeeping needs. Call them today at 343-1040.
And Sprite Sports offers training courses, including Arizona CCW, First Shot, Hunter Education, and more. Plus, there's always a gunsmith on duty. You can find them on 32nd Street next to Lowe's.
And Quick Refrigeration. Jimmy's going to be stopping by tomorrow to talk about the importance of keeping your unit running efficiently during the summer months. And he's also going to be talking about an event coming up. And if your system has to work harder due to a clogged filter, it may lead to premature wearing down of different components, and you don't want that. You want to be comfortable all summer long. Give Quick Refrigeration a call at 782-3691 for a checkup of your AC unit.
and Yuma's best advocate pest and wildlife specialist. Are you having problems with maybe some crickets, ants, scorpions, spiders, all those creepy crawlies that we don't want in our homes? All you need to do is give Advocate Pest and Wildlife Specialist a call today at 928-343-9149. Better yet, go like them on Facebook, Instagram, and Snapchat.
It's Today in Yuma on Z93 and Outlaw Country. We'll be back after the break. Like them on Facebook, Instagram, and Snapchat. It's Today in Yuma. Definitely open this.
It's
those
weird,
tickets
that
still out there?
airflow. We don't get it unless that door's open.
Oh, yeah, see it? It feels the warmest in Escalanti in the mornings. Come on.
Right in the middle there.
Yeah.
Smile.
All right, see you week after next.
Okay,
Yes,
have
all
a
right.
great 4th of
Bye.
Have a nice day, Sarah.
Hi, Lana. Come on in.
Hi.
Don't forget you're on Facebook Live.
Yep.
Are we leaving this open?
Yeah. Makes a huge difference. It makes
It does.
Is it warm?
A lot colder in here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just, we get weird airflow. We have the window too, and it's already pretty warm out there this morning.
Yeah.
That heat just,
Comes on in.
yep.
Ooh, that's rising.
Yeah, to go ahead and bring it down, it'll kind of regulate itself there. Yeah. One lady, she sat like this the whole time. I can adjust it a little bit. That's the one Anita usually has to fiddle with.
I don't know why. It gets used all the time, so like the springs should be fairly like broken in, but they're not.
It's that weird, weird in between. Yeah. It's funny when they watch people, they'll be talking and then they'll just start going like this. I think my chair does that too.
Your chair does?
Yes, it's kind of weird
Oh,
sometimes.
it goes down?
Yeah.
How funny. We have about a minute, 10 seconds.
Dave sits with it about 1/2 notch up higher.
Higher?
Yeah,
Oh.
higher than I do. And he's taller anyway, so then I have to bring it down just a little bit. Find that sweet spot. And I don't know, I saw the comment, Thomas, I'm sorry, I don't have any idea about that yet. I will look into it when we get off the show. He said something's happening on Airby with the police and there's a vehicle on the side of the road.
Airby's all messed up right now too,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Oh.
They are reopening Gila Ridge, the west part, after 5 o'clock on Friday. But the other lane reductions will be in place for several more months still.
Do you know when you can get back and on and off the interstate there again? Or
November.
November?
It says fall. I was anticipating November. Could be a little bit sooner. Let's say October. That's why
Shoot for January.
people were asking.
right?
There's
And then they'll be surprised.
I know. There's construction taking place on 60, and everyone's asking me, and I go, I don't go that way anymore. I go left,
go
and I take
around.
County 14th down to Avenue B to get here.
Yeah.
And I can just avoid all that.
All right, we ready?
Yep. Welcome back to Today in Yuma. I'm Jennifer.
And I'm Teresa.
We are here on Z93 Outlaw Country, MonsterMediaYuma.com if you'd like to stream the show, and Facebook Live, courtesy of FTS Automotive. And our next guest with us is Lana Shapiro with the Humane Society of Yuma. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you guys for having me again.
Now, I think we've made reference to you guys just about every day this week because we're leading up to Independence Day, and we all know that is a huge day for pets, especially those that escape. But
Right.
just we want to talk about a Bring Me Home special that you guys have going on and some safety tips people can keep in mind.
Yeah, so the Humane Society is really trying to be more proactive because nationwide, 4th of July is always a high intake number for animals coming into shelters just across the nation, and Yuma's no different. So, last year we saw 110 animals come in just between July 3rd and 6th.
Oh my gosh.
And only
What's normal for for
We typically get in about 20 to 30 a day, and that's closer to like a lot more. I don't want to do the math in my head right now, but it's a lot. And if you've ever been in one of our kennel buildings, you'll know that we don't have a spare 110 open kennels at any given time, even throughout the year. So it's a huge intake for us just within those 4 days. And what's really, really sad is that only 23 of those animals went home within that week. Yeah, so we brought in 110 animals and only 23 got returned back to their owners. And that's just something that we want to prevent, and we want to see those numbers improve.
Do you think it's because, there's usually a cost associated with getting your pet back, and, you guys try to make responsible pet owners out of them, making sure that they're vaccinated, and that's making sure that they're all spayed or neutered. All those things are important, especially if they are able to get out of their enclosures.
Yeah, exactly. And so what we're doing is we're doing a few different things. We're offering for the entire month of June, we've been offering this Bring Me Home bundle, which includes a microchip, a basic collar, and a custom ID tag for only $20.
That's a good deal.
It really, really is. The microchip in and of itself, we usually charge $25. And so, we're really trying to incentivize people to be a little bit more proactive about their pets. Not only are we doing that, just this week only, we're trying to make extra space at the shelter. So we are doing donation-based adoption fees. So your choice of donation, whether it's $1 or $100, whatever you want to donate, we will waive the adoption fee.
And these are for adult animals, not specialty breeds.
Correct, and not puppies or kittens, because those are in high demand, and we don't really have space issues for puppies and kittens necessarily. I should rephrase that. Kittens, we still have a space issue, but people like adopting those, and we're trying to incentivize people to adopt the ones that aren't puppies and kittens.
Now, are the puppies and kittens often kept in groups, maybe litters? If they come to you as a litter, are they kept together in groups?
They are, and they're typically not at the shelter. So what we try to do is get puppies and kittens in foster homes so that they don't get sick in the shelter environment. So again, we're focusing on where we can improve at the shelter and provide as much space as possible going into the 4th of July.
Now that donation special you said is this week only?
This week only, so it ends on the 30th. And then so starting next week, it's back to regular adoption fees.
All right. Now, what happens, I don't have a dog, but what happens if my dog escapes out of the backyard during all the celebrations taking place in the neighborhood? The fireworks terrify him and somehow he gets out.
Right. Accidents happen and we understand. And we've been doing this for the past few years, but we're between the 4th of July and any animal that comes into the shelter between July 4th and the 6th this year, we're waiving boarding fees through the 8th. So you have until July 8th to come and try to find your dog. Sometimes they don't get found right away. Sometimes they'll be stray for a day or two. So we understand.
Definitely check back.
Right. Keep checking back, and we're really going to try to keep our stray album online as up to date as possible.
You guys do a really good job with managing things socially, because that's the quickest way to get that information out there.
It is. Social media is a great tool when you find lost animals or you're looking for your lost pet to post. But we really do encourage people to also, if you find a stray animal, please bring them to the Humane Society. We're the first place that people look, and they have a better chance of getting reunited with their families if they're at the shelter.
So if say you have gone through all the precautions and your pet is microchipped and it has its tag, when the animal control picks them up, do they scan them right then and there, and will they contact the owner before they take them to the Humane Society?
So animal control has microchip scanners, and they have a computer within their they have a computer within their trucks where they can look that stuff up. And again, if they have an ID tag on right away, where they have a phone number or an address, animal control can bring them right back to your home
Before they even get
before they get to the shelter.
But you have to keep that that information current, both the
Absolutely.
tags and the microchipping. If you move or change your phone number, please go through the proper channels to update that, so they can return your fur babies to you
Make
safely.
it easy, and then you don't have to even bother going looking for them. And like you said, they don't even get taken to the shelter as long as everything is up to date and they know where to find the owner.
Right, and if animal control doesn't find it, a neighbor, if they find it, somebody will try, at least hopefully attempt to reunite the pets.
Well, gone are the days where you can put up a flyer in your neighborhood, because there's so many other resources now, and there are a variety of pages. People will tag me in a lost pet, and then other organizations say, have them post it here, have them post it here too.
Yeah.
It can be time consuming, but they're a family member. So people go through the effort to try and find them, but always check with the Humane Society of Yuma. If it's not there the first shot, maybe they haven't come in yet. They're hiding, they're scared. Or, maybe they're in a neighbor's backyard or somebody else's yard. They've taken them in, and then they contact the Humane Society.
Right.
Again, that's why I like that you offer this the 4th through the 6th of July.
Right. Yeah. And again, we understand that accidents happen, and we're not here to judge by any means. We just want to do what's right for the pets and their families.
All right. That Bring Me Home bundle through this week, and the adoptions for the donations.
Correct.
All right. Great deals you guys have going on. And Cutter says hi, Lana.
Hi, Cutter.
He's on Facebook Live.
Hi, Cutter. We miss you, Cutter.
All right. Again, this is for the Humane Society of Yuma. And go ahead and give that location, Lana.
Sure. We are located at 4050 South 4.5 E. We're a little bit, I want to say, southeast of the MCAS base.
Yeah,
Okay.
you can't miss it. Once you're going down, it's 4E or
Yeah.
3.5. You can't miss it. It's right there.
You can
it's off
see
to
it.
the
It's
left.
not too far from the peanut patch either. That's
Yeah.
a landmark
Right,
that some
right.
people like to use out that way.
Or the Arizona Marketplace.
Yes.
Yep, there you
Yep.
go.
Lots of options. All right, let's make sure you have proper documentation or tags on your pets. And spaying and neutering, always extremely important. We can't stress that enough. And we just want to make sure that you keep your pets safe. Again, the fireworks can be, their ears are very, very sensitive. And the overall night can be scary. I mentioned the last few days, Lana, that people do a lot of fireworks in their neighborhoods. And if it was a 20-minute thing where collectively they all shot them off at the same time,
Wouldn't that be wonderful?
that would be amazing. And you have 2 babies. I'm sure last year was a blast for you.
Oh, yeah.
Literally, because between 4th of July and Christmas and New Year's, we
They
had
were
about
2.5 months, and I was like,
we had a good 3 weeks of fireworks between those two big celebration nights alone. So again, try and be very courteous and cautious in those neighborhoods too.
Yes.
All right, it's time to take our Lotus Day Spa and Salon selfie. Thank you so much. Don't forget, you can find the Humane Society of Yuma on Facebook, or also go to hsoyuma.com and find those galleries too. We'll be back with Today in Yuma after the break. Up next, it's Kenrick Escalanti talking about Invest in Ed Rock for educators.
Only the first 2.
Oh no.
Thank you, guys.
You're very welcome.
Appreciate it.
Really?
All the pets are so scared. The cats have very sensitive ears too.
Very, very sensitive.
My cat never noticed my cat doing it. Smile. I never noticed cat. I was
Yeah.
so surprised.
Yeah, watch her behavior and see what she does, because they'll start and it kind of their
But
ears.
she'll
perk.
lay in my room and she'll.
That's a safe haven for her. A lot of people like to even crate or put the cats in areas that are kind of secluded or in the middle of the home.
They like hiding.
They're good at that. All right, we'll see you later. Bye. They go in the very in front of the
Hi, Kenrick. How are ya?
Capturing you first.
Oh, you got me first.
Yeah,
We got you
what's
too.
up, Jace?
Kenrick, how you doing?
I needed you for the phone and the guest, and he's our last guest.
I did not. What's up, how you doing?
Good. I said I was gonna catch you guys.
You
before you
did.
got
And you did. He messaged me. I don't know. Oh, yes, Kenrick, would you like to come in? All right, Destiny, you want to sit over there if you want. All right. You can hang out by Kenrick.
You want the corn? I can do
No,
that.
no, you can sit right there. It's fine. Thank you. Your mom said hi, by the way.
Hello, Mom.
And she likes that it's ice cream cake day.
I bet she does.
I think we all like that.
Every time we go to Dairy Queen, she has to get your cotton candy and share it with Chloe because that's all.
Cotton candy ice cream?
Yeah, no, and they both eat it it's so sweet. If you
I
like,
was gonna say, cotton candy. I have to do it in small doses.
no, I don't
but
like sweet things. No, that's all
That
bad.
is a lot of sugar, though.
Yeah.
Justin went yesterday and got ice cream with popcorn in it. You get that sweet and salty mix.
Where?
It's one of the places in Florida at the resort they're staying. I think it was a store close by. You can bring it down.
The best thing is pull it down all the way and then just kind of let
It'll settle on its own. There
You
you
can
go.
go higher.
All right. It's okay. I'll lean into it if I have to.
Hi, Mandy.
Oh, she's on.
And she says, "Hello, ladies," and Kenrick.
Is that our salsa queen?
Yes, it is.
The one and only? That was good.
My son was so funny.
Yep.
Because he was actually going and tasting every
I
single
actually
one.
let her son vote for me because it was such a hard choice. I said, Eli, you have my ticket.
And he went straight
do
to
as
that
you wish.
move.
He did,
He
so-
was like, that was, and my son loves salsa. Chips and salsa are his thing. So he was like,
Oh, you appreciate
what?
that.
Is he my son then, maybe? You know me and my chips and salsa.
Well, Jason, you want an 8-year-old brother?
This one resembles me a little bit more than your
Well, I
little
get
blondie.
scared. I'm afraid I'm getting immune to it now. Before it was like, wow, this is hot. Now it's just like,
Yeah, we're gonna need a quarter for that.
what happened? I say something? What did I say?
You said the HOT word.
Oh, I didn't know.
All right.
It's okay. Ready?
It's everyone
I mean,
gets
he
one
wasn't
pass.
talking about
One
the weather, to
pass.
be fair.
Here we go.
Welcome back to Today in Yuma. I'm Jennifer.
And I'm Teresa.
We are here in the studio with Kenrick Escalante. Thank you for stopping by, Kenrick.
Oh, yeah, thanks. Good
I'm
morning.
like, this is a different hat. Normally you're here with Bragg.
Yes. Now I'm in my teacher's hat. I have my teacher's hat on.
No, we have you here because there is an Invest in Ed Rock for Educators event tomorrow, correct?
There is, yeah. It's tomorrow from 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. at Hot Rods and Beer in Yuma.
And for people, so Red for Ed it came to the forefront this year, which was it was great. You guys did a really, really good job at getting the word out and getting the initiative out and what you guys were trying to accomplish. Now, it's not over, and I think that's what you guys are trying to do now is let the community know what you're trying to do and what you're trying to accomplish by continuing this initiative.
Right. Red for Ed was such a beautiful organic grassroots movement, and now we're going into phase 2. Now we're trying to make sure that we actually can get an initiative on this year's ballot in the elections coming up. So what we're trying to do with Invest in Ed, we're trying to gather all the signatures that we can so that we can, show our state and show our legislators that, we're here to support education. And not only to support it, but to make sure that it's stable for years to come. If we saw anything during this Red for Ed movement, we saw a lot of quick fixes, but what we're trying to do is find solutions that will sustain for generations to come.
Well, and there was a lot of misinformation and just misunderstanding regarding that entire thing. People figure, okay, well, the governor, an agreement was reached, but that, that's not completely everything. There's still more steps involved in that.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, the narrative was really turned into teachers wanting money. And that really wasn't the case. Really what it was for was that it was teachers and educators just trying to get the proper funding that we used to have a decade ago. I mean, I know probably everyone in this room, grew up with the idea that your parents didn't have to provide for your education in regards to public schools, in regards to your textbooks, your pencils, making sure that your teacher had dry erase, markers and erasers. None of that your parents had to think about. But today's parent, you have to. You have to think about all those things because there is no funding for the teacher.
Well, and I think as a parent, I think more and more each year we've seen the supply list grow, and that should be a key example to you guys right there. I mean, obviously the teachers are not asking because they want it.
Right,
They're
we
asking
need it.
because they need it.
Yeah.
And I loved the list I got this year of all of the necessities for my son. He's going into 3rd grade.
Mm-hmm.
But then at the bottom, it's the teacher's wish list. And it's not saying that she needs them, but if you could help, and that list is just as long as the other one. And like Jen said, I think there was a lot of misconception when the Red for Ed first started. We did have 3 representatives in here, I think, that were able to clarify a lot of those miscommunications.
Absolutely.
Because the community was like, well, they just got money. Well, they don't realize that money didn't get used what it was supposed to be used for.
Exactly.
And there was a lot of verbiage being thrown around too that people might not understand.
Right. Well, the big one was for the 20 for 20. You
Yes.
know, the idea that, all of a sudden the solution was there. That all of a sudden the teachers are now getting this 20% pay raise, and that's not what happened. I mean, if anything, as of right now, on average, some teachers are getting anywhere between 8 to 10% of an increase. But that's just for how they label a teacher. It doesn't mean everyone, the entire education system, our support staff and down. None of them are getting the same impact that we are. This is why Invest in Ed is so important, because Invest in Ed is speaking for every educator. Mm-hmm. It's speaking for all schools, all districts, making sure that there's proper funding so that we can just make sure that kids have a chair to sit in.
Yeah.
Simple things.
Now, you guys are trying to get it on the ballot.
Correct.
And what does that entail?
A lot of signatures, hundreds of thousands of signatures. And right now, we have plenty of educators throughout the state trying to achieve their goals. We have just a simple modest goal right now this week in Yuma. Right now, we're just trying to collect 500 signatures. We have people that are representing Invest in Ed coming into Yuma County this Sunday to hopefully pick up those 500 signatures. So what we're trying to do is that we're trying to create certain events so that we can get people out. Right now we have amazing teachers right now set up at Chili Pepper right now. They're going to be there until 1 p.m. They will be there again tomorrow from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. Chili Pepper and the Gutierrez family, and just like many businesses here in town, have just been so supportive for Red for Ed and for Invest in Ed. So we can't thank them enough. But if you haven't signed a petition, come on out, meet. If you'll see
And
us,
only
we're all
sign
wearing
once,
red.
right?
Only
because
sign once,
those
yes.
duplicate signatures do not count.
Correct. And it's very important to stay within the white space. People are very easy to strike a name out if it touches a gray line. But
Oh, wow.
yeah, so it's very particular. But please, if you haven't signed one and you're supportive of education, come on out. I mean, we're here. You'll see us. We're dressed in red. We're not that hard to miss. But more importantly, tomorrow night with the Rock for Educators, it's going to be a fun time. We have local bands that are going to be here supporting the event. They're
our local monsters.
Yes, they are. In fact, Joshua Sherrar, yeah, he put together the entertainment.
He's our local monster this week.
I know, I heard him. He's amazing.
He is.
He was even joking with me that he'll be participating in 3 of the bands that'll be playing tomorrow.
He's not joking.
No, he's not.
There's Chick Magnet, Weezerton, and the Swicks.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
and all 3 of those he's part of that band. But
Yeah.
it's nice to know that you have the support of the community. Things like this, like Josh and our local musicians going out to provide some entertainment while you try to get some people in there to get those signatures that we need.
Absolutely.
And it's at Hot Rods and Beer tomorrow from 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. And that's at the Shiloh. A lot of people still aren't familiar. It is the restaurant inside the Shiloh at
Correct.
1530 South Castle Dome Avenue. Is it a 21 and older event?
Actually, it's just pretty much everyone. It's a family setting.
Okay.
Come on in. It's a family restaurant, but yes, there will be adult.
Until bedtime.
Yeah.
They still have a bedtime, though.
Yeah,
Yes, they do.
absolutely. Tell that to my kids.
If you're
But
watching.
no, but thank you, and just remember, the whole point behind Invest in Ed, it's not about trying to get teacher salaries. We're beyond that. What it really is about is just helping the kids and helping our students grow.
The teacher salaries is a nice thing. I mean, we don't want to see our teachers having to work 2 jobs just to keep an income. And I love that there's different things that's going on, like the chamber does with the teachers.
Summer
They do the
program.
summer
program.
works in Yuma.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And tomorrow on the show, we have a couple representatives that are going to be talking about hashtag Umarkable. It's like Yuma and Remarkable.
Right.
And it's an opportunity where people can nominate local educators. And then this group is going to be going towards classroom funding to help with expenses that the teachers need. So definitely tune in tomorrow.
It helps.
Absolutely.
Yes. Yeah. Look up hashtag Umarkable. And I shared some information about that too, the way by which people can actually nominate our educators. And you received some accolades this year in the educational
I did.
entity
Yes.
too. Go ahead and share what happened there.
I was honored to be the recipient of Teacher of the Year for special areas in Yuma County.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Now, which school are you at?
I'm from Desert Sonora Elementary in Somerton.
Okay.
Yeah.
And see, a lot of people weren't aware until Red for Ed started because we were sharing the various school closures, the information about when school would resume,
Right.
that we have as many districts as we do.
Yeah.
There's Somerton, there's Gadsden.
Yes. And there's
And-
several with throughout just Yuma County.
Yeah, there are. We have School District 1, we have the Yuma Union High School District, Crane
Right.
is, I know there's more.
There's more.
I know we have East County
Yeah.
too out there, but people were like, "Well, wait a minute, what? I don't know which district my child is in." What? You don't know? I said, well,
Surprisingly, yeah. It's like that. Yeah.
especially if you might not be from the Yuma community.
And you would think even in South County that there wouldn't be so many districts
Yeah.
out there, but there is.
But there are.
Mhm.
All right. Well, congratulations on that. Very well deserving. I know you're passionate about what you do, as are many, many of our local educators here in the community.
We had a call right now, and the question was, if we're doing the Red for Ed and we're trying to raise money for the teachers to get more, and I think that's a misconception. It's not just for the teachers; it's for all of the educators and for the support staff and everybody, just to get what they deserve and to get more money into the classroom, so we
Yeah.
don't have to. Do all of this, supply list and things like that. But they're wondering, if we're doing all this, then why are we still having to pay for our kids to go to school? I don't necessarily, my son goes to a public school. I don't necessarily pay for him to go to school, but just
Maybe they mean by taxes. In
I'm
general,
not sure,
I don't want to put words in their mouth. I'm not sure.
Right. But normally in the public school system, you were always paying through your taxes. But what we've seen in the past decade is that there's been a lot of tax cuts and taken away, so that we've lost a lot of that funding that we were, guaranteed for so long. And so because of that, it's hurt the infrastructure of the school system.
Right.
I mean, that's why you see, leaky ceilings, and that's why you see rodents in the restrooms, and
Not enough materials.
No material. I mean, we have students who were learning on textbooks that we had as students. And we're talking 10, 20 years ago.
Yeah.
And they're still using them. And that's not right. And a lot of times you see people gloss
look
over.
at those books when we got them.
I know, exactly. But you see people gloss over the conversation because, you see there's iPads now in the classroom. And, not every student has an iPad.
No.
And it's not. I'm sorry. The iPads are great, but they're. I don't want my son staring at an iPad all day long.
No, you
either.
want the proper instruction.
Exactly.
and
and-
it's not a solution either.
No, and see, and that's the other thing too. And this is really about making sure that we have proper qualified teachers in the state. And unfortunately, the best and the brightest are leaving our state. I mean, if you look before the 20 for 20 that we had, we are somewhere toward the end of the spectrum when it comes to proper funding in the nation. In fact, we're like about 48th. And so when at the end of the session, when we got the approval of the funds that came to us just right now, recently, you would think the dial would have changed, right? We're still at the same.
Yeah.
Nothing's changed. That's how bad improper funding we are.
Well, and I think it's like you said, it's a misconception. Yes, we pay for it through our taxes, but our taxes aren't going where they're supposed to be going.
No.
And that's the whole reason you're trying to get this on the ballot, so that these funds can start going back to where they need to be going back into
and
our schools.
and to make it guaranteed, to make it so that in any given time, good or bad, someone from the legislators can't take it away. Right now, that's where the free game is right now. The education in Arizona is a gamble, and we're trying to stabilize that.
Right.
Not just us as educators, but supporters of educators, supporters of the state, and who care about the kids of the state. We're trying to help stabilize, and that's what investing in.
These children are our future, and we want to keep these amazing educators here. We don't want them to move to other states, and it's not a matter of some of them moving one county over. Well, it could be if they want to go teach in California,
Right.
And some are doing so because there's a pretty big disparity in that salary difference there. But they're moving complete different states away, so we're losing that sense of community, the connection to a lot of people who've been longtime Yuma residents who are just uprooting their families and moving them somewhere else. And you can't fault them for that either, because they have to do what's best for their family. But if we strive harder to keep that here, keep them here.
Let's get those signatures. Let's do our best as a community to help the Invest for Ed movement. Again, Hot Rods and Beer tomorrow, but there's also places today and tomorrow still that you
Absolutely,
can
yeah. You can go out to Chili Pepper. They're going to be out there from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. You'll see us in red shirts trying to get your signatures. Come on out and support support. But yeah, more importantly, really come out tomorrow night, hot rods and beer, and have a good time. Have a good time, enjoy yourselves, but at the same time support education in Arizona.
All right, coming up on Today in Yuma tomorrow, Mike Shelton will be stopping by to read a portion of the Declaration of Independence. It's going to be a dramatic reading, and he will also be reading that on Independence Day in front of City Hall. But this is a little bit of a sneak peek into that. And then don't forget that we also have Umarkable, hashtag Umarkable coming in. And then Yuma Mesa Shopping Center merchants are going to be stopping by, too, to talk about a few things happening over in their neck of the woods. It's Today in Yuma on Z93. Outlaw Country, MonsterMediaYuma.com, and the FTS Automotive Facebook live feed. Coming up next on Z93, it's the Bob and Sherry Show, and on Outlaw Country after the top of the hour news, it's your favorite classic country. And don't forget D-backs tonight on Outlaw Country.
Woohoo! We won yesterday.
Yes, we did. We're rolling on that one game winning streak. Come on, guys. KCYK Yuma and KLJZ Yuma. All right, we have to take
You make it sound like we haven't